Good evening, distinguished ladies and distinguished men. Good evening, distinguished ladies and distinguished men. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all distinguished men of honor. Happy Father's Day to every responsible, every loving, every caring dad. Happy Father's Day. It's not easy to be a father. So on behalf of the distinguished men of honor, I wish you a happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. So today we have a special program for our fathers. A special program that was put together for our fathers, to talk to our fathers this day. This is our own gift to our fathers on today. This is our own gift to you on this special Father's Day. So this program is a gift to you. So every father, happy Father's Day once again. Happy Father's Day once again. So the theme or the topic for today's program is the great dad. The great dad. The great dad. The great dad. Every dad wants to be great. Every father wants to be seen as a great father. Every father wants to be great. And every child wants to have a great dad. A dad that they will be proud of. A dad they want to talk about. A dad they want to say good things about. Every child desires to have a great dad. Every child desires to have a dad that they will be proud of. And every dad desires to be great. Being a responsible dad, being a responsible father is a great task. It is a great task. It's one of the most greatest, hardest, and most exhausting adventure to be a responsible father. Fatherhood is a massive responsibility. Very massive responsibility. But you know what about fatherhood? You know what about being a great dad? You can learn how to become a great dad. You can learn how to become a great dad. You can learn it. To be a great dad, you have to be a leader and not a ruler. Because you know why? Leaders lead by setting examples for people to follow. And rulers rule by instructions. So to be a great dad, you need to be a leader and not a ruler. And to be a great dad, you need to be a role model. That is why I say leaders lead by example and not by instruction. You need to be a role model. Because the character of a king determines the characteristics of his kingdom. So you need to be a king that has a good character. You need to be a king that is a role model, that models the way for his family to follow. You need to be the number one role model in your family. That both your wife and your children will look up to you and follow you. And a great dad does not initiate what he does not want his family to imitate. Because he's the number one role model in the family. So he would not initiate what he does not want his family to imitate. So that's just an introduction of what we are going to be looking at this evening. So we'll now go and look at what it entails. What it entails to be a great dad. What does it mean to be a great dad? What does it mean to be a great dad? Have you been having challenges? I want to be a great dad. Or have you been under pressure by your wife or your family that you need to be a great dad? Have you been worried that you're not living up to your responsibility? Have you been worried that your family does not picture you, don't see you as a great dad? Today we're going to be looking at what it entails to be a great dad. We're going to be looking at the qualities of a great dad. And number one here is to be intentional. For you to be a great dad, you have to be intentional. It's not something that just happens. No. You have to be intentional. You have to, even long before you get married, even as a bachelor, you should have made up your mind that I am going to be a great dad. I'm going to be a great dad when I marry. I'm going to be great. You should have made up your mind. You should have started preparing yourself. You should have started acquiring the knowledge that you need to succeed as a great dad. So you have to be intentional so that you'll be able to prepare towards being a great dad. So number one is that you have to be intentional. Being a great dad is an intentional act. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't just happen. And number two is surround yourself with good role models. So like I said before, that you can learn how to become a great dad. So you surround yourselves with good role models. You cannot automatically become a great dad. You need to have some great models around you that you learn from. Most of us watch our dad, watch our uncles, or any father figure in our life. But now one of the problems with most of us is that most of us had bad examples, bad models growing up. Some of us had bad fathers as models. Some of us had bad father figures as models. Or some of us didn't even have a father figure at all to even learn from. Like for me, I grew up without a dad. I was raised by my mom because I was I was a toddler when I lost my popsy, when I lost my dad. I was a toddler. But growing up as a child, my mother told me a lot about the personality of my father. He was a great dad, even though he didn't live too long. But I was determined that I was going to become a great dad. My mother tried her best to raise me up into becoming a great dad. But on my own, I was sourcing for models around me. I had some good uncles that were good models. I had some other models from far and close. Some of them were the father of some of my friends. And I watched them. Most times I come close to them. I have conversations with them. And I was learning. And it helped me a lot. So you need to have good role models. You don't have good role models. You don't look for a mentor. Look for a mentor you respect. Spend time. I was very good with interacting with elders. I like to sit down with elderly men. I talk with them. I ask them questions. Because I wanted and I want to be a great dad. So you need to surround yourself with good role models. It could be your pastor. It could be your best friend's dad. You know, surround yourself with good role models so that you can learn how to become a great dad. And number three, one of the attributes, one of the qualities of a great dad is that you need to love your wife. You need to love your wife. In fact, one of the best gifts that you can give to your children is to love your wife. You need to love your wife. And not just love her verbally. You need to show the love. You need to treat her with dignity, respect, kindness. You need to express your love to your wife. Because children are tuned into their parents' relationship. Children are tuned. They are tuned into their parents' relationship. They are tuned. So that's one of the best gifts you can give to your children. Is to love your wife. Because if it is tense and chaotic, it affects the child's behavior. If the parents' relationship is warm, safe, and connected, children are more likely to try hard things. They learn resilience from failure and believe they can succeed. So, one of the attributes of a great dad is to love your wife. Loving your wife has a very positive impact. It has a huge positive impact on your children. It gives them emotional stability to move on in life. So one of the best gifts you can give to your children is to love your wife, is to love their mother, is to love their mother, to love their mother. Number 4 is take care of your own mental health, physical health, emotional health, and spiritual health. Great dads take care of their own mental health, the physical health, the emotional, and the spiritual health. Because you need to be okay for you to function well as a great dad. You need to be okay. As men, it takes courage to admit when we need help. You know, man, and just man. No. It takes courage. You might not have even acknowledged it yourself that you need help. You might not have acknowledged yourself that you need help. You might be feeling like, no, I'm the man. No. We need help. Some of us our mental health is not in a good state. If you find yourself angry, disappointed, or exhausted all the time, you are not well. You're not okay. If your wife and kids avoid you when you are at home, you are not well. You're not well. Your mental health is not okay. You know one thing about mental health? It's not until when you run mad and start walking on the road naked that you have mental health issues. No. If you're always angry, then you have an issue. If you're overweight and you're eating too much, you're not well. If you keep reaching out to another drink every time you want to take alcohol until you knock out, you're not well. You're not well. One of the reasons why we have to take care of our health is for the sake of our families, our children, our cities, our state, our country. So a great dad must take responsibility for his overall well-being when it has to do with his health. You know, you try to get to sleep. Try to get good sleep. You sleep for up to 8 hours. Try to get good sleep. Take care of your body by being active. Eat nourishing food, healthy food. Then get some good friends that you can cheer up with. Go to church. Get connected to groups of adults. Then if your mental health is very bad, get a therapist. Go for therapy. You know, you need to do all these things so that you can function well. And remember that you're the model. And because of your model, you're the model, the kids are watching you. So be a steward of your health for the sake of your family. Be a steward of your health and your own peace of mind. Your peace of mind. More importantly, be a steward of your health for you. Be a steward of your health. Because the truth about it is that you're the most important part of your family. Why? Because everybody depends on you. Everyone depends on you. So you have to be in the best form of health. Your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and spiritual health. In fact, emotionally, you need to be good at emotional mastery and emotional intelligence so that you'll be emotionally fine because you are the head. So this is one of the qualities of a great dad. And number 5 is be present in your children's life. Be present in your children's life. Don't be a dad that is absent in the life of your children. Be present in your children's life today so that you will be in their memory tomorrow. If you're not in their life today, you will not be in their memory tomorrow. You have to build memories with them. I know that some of us have busy jobs, very taxing jobs. I know that some of us want to spend time alone. Let's just have that space. I know some of us want to spend time with our spouse. Some of us want to spend time with our friends. Some of us want to watch television. Some of us want to use our handsets. But please, don't let all these spaces or hobbies take priority over being present and connecting with your kids. Please, please, balance the timing. You need to spend quality time with your children, especially your children that are young. The adolescents and the teenagers that are not yet adults. Spend quality time with them because they need you more than the games you buy for them. They need you more than the gadgets you buy for them. They need you. Those things can't take your place in their life. No, they need you. You spend quality time present in their life. Play with them. Plan surprises for their mom. You and them plan it together. I do with my kids. We plan surprises for my wife. Be in their life. There are millions of children out there whose fathers are physically present, physically alive, but these fathers are absent in the life of their children. They're absent. So a great dad is present in the life of his children. He is not too busy not to spend quality time with his children. And number 6 is know details of your children. Know details of your children's life. You need to know some details about your children. You need to know their school. You need to know their teacher's name. You need to know who their best friend is. You even need to know who they are crushing on. You need to know their hobbies. You need to know their game. Most times, do the school runs. As a great dad, do the school runs. Drop them, pick them. Get to talk with them. Get to chat with them. Know the details in their life. Know the details in their life. And number 7 is give physical and verbal affection. You need to be affectionate with your kids. You need to be affectionate with your kids. It's one of the ways to be a great dad. One of the ways to be a great dad is to be affectionate with your kids. You need to show them affection physically, verbally, even if it is uncomfortable. When your kids are little, always hug them, cuddle them, even touch their hands, touch their face, touch their feet. Even as they get older, you will have to balance respecting their autonomy with still being physically affectionate to them. But even when your sons, let's say you have boys, your sons, they are all grown, they are as tall as you. They smell, they have hairy legs, still hug them. Hug them like guys, my guys, hug them, you know. Be that kind of dad whose daughters feel safe coming to you for a big bear hug. Let your daughters feel safe to come and just, Daddy, I just want to hug you. Daddy, I just want to hug you. Daddy, hug me. Be that kind of dad. You show them that affection. And always use words. Use kind words. Use kind words. Talk to them. Tell them how much you love them. Tell your children how much you tell them how much you're proud of them. Show them that affection. You know, if you can write notes, you write some sticky notes, some sticky paper, and you just stick it around. Stick it in their bathroom mirror, at the head of their bed, at their door, just stick some notes around. Write a birthday cards for them, you know. Just show them some kind of affection, you know what I'm saying? Even if it feels awkward, they will never forget this. The anger will forget this at all. They will never forget it. They won't forget it. So a great dad shows affection, both verbally and physically. And number 8 is model a healthy relationship with money. Now, a great dad sets the good example of what money is, how to earn money, how to spend money, how to be prudent with money, how to invest money. Because the children are watching you. Now, you see one thing about family life. Lack of money adds more stress and anger to a home. Lack of money. Lack of money adds more stress and anger to a home. So as a great dad, it is your responsibility to work hard and provide for your children. And even when you make this money, you shouldn't be extravagant. They are watching you. They are watching you. You shouldn't be extravagant. You should be prudent with the money. And you don't spoil them with money. Teach them that money is earned through hard work. And money should be spent wisely. And money should not be wasted. Teach them. They need to see the healthy relationship you have with money and learn from you. Even if you're a parent, let's say you're a dad, that you're not the one working, your wife is the one working, but try your best. Try your best to take responsibility for meeting your kids' needs and setting them up for success. Don't just relax and say, my wife is a breadwinner. No. Live up to your responsibility. And keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. While you want to make money and build a healthy relationship with money, keep it in mind that your kids want you more than your money. The presence means a lot to your kids. So don't ever use money as an excuse to stay away from home. Don't ever use the fact that I'm making money as an excuse to stay away from being in their life. That's part of teaching them a healthy relationship with money. That no matter how much I need to work, no matter how much I need to provide for you guys, I still need to make out time for you guys. So it is better for them to spend more time with you than for them to spend more time playing with their phone, playing with these, using money to buy this. No, it's better for them to spend more time with you. So you gotta live a healthy life. You gotta build and model a healthy relationship with money. You have to model a healthy relationship with money so that the family will not lack and then the children will learn. Number 9 is eat together as a family. Eat together as a family. It's usually good for great dads to eat with their family. It's usually good. It's a time to bond. It's a time to connect. It's a time to bond. It's a time to connect. If our research has shown that children who regularly share meals with their parents demonstrate higher academic achievements and fewer high-risk behaviors like substance abuse, sexual activity, and violence. So eating together helps the kids. And kids who enjoy family meals at least 3 times a week have better nutrition and fewer eating disorders. So great dads spend time with the children. They eat together. So no matter how busy you are, we are all busy, but we'll have to plan. It could be dinner, it could be, you could plan. Eat together as a family. And you know what about this? The kids will never forget this. They will always remember. They always remember the time they eat together with the family. They always remember. They will never forget it. And they will pass it on to their kids. Number 10 is discipline with love. A great dad disciplines with love. He disciplines with love. There's a difference between punishment and discipline. To the children, punishment looks like wickedness. But discipline is correction with love. Because you know the truth, even you, the dad, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're not bound to make mistakes. So sometimes make them realize that you made a mistake. But this is how I'm going to correct you. I'm not being wicked to you, but you just have to be corrected because I want you to be the best. And then most times for children that are already teenagers, they're already grown up, you need to connect to correct. You know, because you move from disciplining with instruction to connect to correct. So how do? You connect with them, you communicate with them, and you correct them. So number 11, and one of the qualities of a great dad is don't over-parent. Don't over-parent. Don't over-parent. When I say don't over-parent, what I mean is that sometimes you need to allow your kids to take some appropriate risk. Don't always bail them out. Don't be bailing them out all the time. Leave them so that they can face this world. You know, we have to choose to let go of our anxiety and let these kids go and learn from experience as they gain autonomy in the world, as they learn how to live in this world. We need to leave them. We don't need to rob these children of natural consequences. Let us leave them. Let them take appropriate risk. Let's not steal from them the ability to navigate an increasingly messy and complex world. No, this world is complex. This world is messy. So let's allow them sometimes. You know, let's allow them sometimes to take some risk, to go on an adventure, so they can also learn. They can learn and know how to navigate in this world. So a great dad does not overparent. Does not overparent. And a great dad, one thing a great dad does again is that he creates number 12. Number 12 is that he creates good family values and vision. A great dad initiates good family values for his family and vision. And he writes it out, he prints it out for them. And he tells them that this is our family values. These are our family visions. Let us live by this. Let us go by this. And he tries to make sure that the family, him and his family, align to those values and visions. And number 13 and the last we're going to be talking about today is legacy. Legacy. A great dad leaves a legacy that outlives him. And the legacy stays or goes from generation to generation, from generation to generation. You see, there's nothing wrong with leaving money or property for your children to inherit. But the greatest legacy you can leave for your children is training them up the right way. That's the greatest legacy. Because when you raise your child well, your child will raise his child well, his child will raise his child well, and it's going to go from generation to generation by the special grace of God. So you teach these children how to manage whatever you have left behind for them and multiply it. And also how to raise their own children the same way that you raise them. And if possible, gain more knowledge and add to whatever you have taught them. Because the world is evolving. So they get what you have taught them, and then they gain more knowledge and add to whatever you have taught them. And it will continue from generation to generation as Jesus tarries until Jesus comes. So you need to train your children. Train them to be hardworking. Train them to be independent. To be hardworking. Don't ever make them feel like Daddy got it all for you. Daddy has done everything for you. No! If you raise them that way, then they will become lazy. And then they will waste anything that you kept behind for them. So you need to train them to be independent. Train them to be hardworking. That's the only way you can manage whatever you have left for them as a legacy. And train them the right way so that they can transfer and build on whatever you have taught them or left for them and transfer it to the next generation. So a great dad leaves a good legacy that outlives him and runs into various generations. So this is where we're gonna be ending our program this evening. I believe, God, that you were blessed. I believe, God, that you were blessed. Once again, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Please make sure you take good care of yourself today and have fun as a dad. The mommies in the house, please celebrate our daddies today. Celebrate them with the kids. Celebrate them. Because it's not easy to be a responsible man. It's not easy. So mommies, distinguished ladies,